Dude, I got a question from my buddy Michio on emergency funds. Some people were asking me earlier also, like you mentioned emergency funds, what's the definition of it? Is there like a hard and fast rule for it? I wanted to share some quick thoughts on that, but also answer my man Michio's question. He said, Dave Ramsey suggests that if both people in the couple are working, we should ideally save up 3 months of expense. And if single, ideally 6 months of expense. But when it comes to businesses, does the same 3 to 6 months expense also apply? I want to share a couple of thoughts on that, and I also want to share from my own personal experience. Yes, I agree with Dave Ramsey. I think it's super good. Basically, when you have two people who are earning income separately, the risk that you both lose your jobs or you both have some catastrophic injury at the same time is lower. Hence his recommendation to do 3 months worth of savings as your emergency fund. So that means if you guys normally make, I don't know, $5,000 a month, and then you receive that money and then you pay out like mortgage and food and like loans and school and like taking care of kids and stuff like that, like $5,000 a month, basically you want to save 3 months worth of that, so $15,000, and just have that readily accessible. It doesn't need to be like in cash under your bed or something like that. You want to have it like in a savings account or debit account where it's easy to access in case some kind of emergency comes up. I agree with 3 months is cool. And then if you're single, 6 months. The reason he says that is because if you do lose your job or get in some kind of crazy car accident, even if it's not your fault, even if you're super careful, it could be, you need to have surgery, you need to like replace your car or things like that. So having that 6 months is a really good kind of breathing room. When it comes to businesses, I think there's a difference between sole proprietorships or small businesses and corporations, because corporations have a lot of different ways that they can get access to more funding if they need it. Recent news from Tesla, the like electric car company, electric car / like solar panels and all that. Elon Musk, the guy that runs that company, is like an amazingly brilliant person, and he can go out and get really low cost bonds and just get like billions of more dollars when they need it. And it's like not a problem for him. But small businesses can't just go like, hey guys, can you lend me a couple $1,000,000 so I can keep things going? Like, we don't have those tools. We can't access those kinds of tools. So for small businesses, I think 3 to 6 months is feasible. It really depends on your kind of industry, what kind of profit margins you have and things like that. Also depends on your staffing, and like if it's just you, then basically the company doesn't need to pay you if you can already sustain you with your own 6 month, emergency fund. But if you have all kinds of staff, if you have like leasing, like a building, or leasing products or printers or things like that, you're probably gonna have to keep those going. If you have a mortgage, you're probably gonna have to keep those going. So obviously, if you could get up to 6, that would be brilliant. That's a really hard ask for a lot of small companies. I would recommend at least 3, if not 6. There are a lot of companies, especially in this time with COVID going on, where it's kind of like, yeah, bro, we got no customers coming for like 2020. I have a friend who runs like a tour company, and it's like full on, all of their bookings are gone. Bye. I've heard on YouTube like a lot of these video producers and photography guys, like their clients don't want to get near other people, so their jobs are just cut, And if you have a bunch of staff that you need to sustain, and there aren't government programs in place where they can help you pay for those people, you gotta like do it, or else you're gonna lose them, and then getting back up off your feet once things clear up again in a few months or in a year or whatever, it's just gonna be harder, So yes, Michio, 3 to 6 months is a stupendous idea. Food for thought for you. Let me know what you think. I want to hear your own thoughts. I want to hear all your thoughts about emergency funds. Looking forward to hearing back from you guys soon.